Donald Trump speaking to his supporters in Florida yesterday and betting on a big victory in the Sunshine State come November. And he might just be right. Here now with his brand new and improved electoral map and a look into his crystal ball, Larry Sabato, the director of University of Virginia's Center for Politics. Larry, good morning to you.
Good morning, Steve.
Something curious has happened. While it looked a few weeks ago like Hillary Clinton was just marching toward the White House, suddenly Donald Trump is getting much more popular in some states that were kind of going her way.
Yes, that's especially true in Ohio and Iowa, which we've now leaned to Trump. Iowa seems pretty certain. Ohio is close, but clearly Trump has gone up and Clinton has declined. And then there are some others that are now so close they have to be called toss-ups. That would include Florida as well as North Carolina and Nevada.
Okay,
so the new and improved map is more competitive.
Okay, so what's going let's go ahead and put up your electoral map as well. So what is, and we kind of know what that is, the red is solidly for Trump, the blue is solidly for Clinton, and then the various shades of those colors. What's happening with the people out there in America that they are suddenly becoming more open to Mr. Trump as president, perhaps, in some certain quarters?
There are two ways to look at it, Steve. One is what's happened to Hillary Clinton. She's had the toughest couple of weeks of her general election campaign between deplorables and the pneumonia episode and the videotape of the collapse. I think that shocked a lot of people, and it caused them to step back, some moving into undecided, maybe others looking for other candidates.
Sure.
For Donald Trump, he's had a more disciplined campaign, usually, when they can keep him on the teleprompter and keep him from making, side remarks during rallies. The new campaign team, I think, has done a good job with him. So it's that combination. But keep in mind, Steve, this is retrospective.
Sure.
All right? We're looking back and trying to peg where the states maybe were last week or are over the weekend. And we're heading up for that big debate on Monday, which could shake things up again.
I completely agree with you. Finally, we'll be able to see them side by side. But let me ask you about something that happened over the last couple of days, over the last 48 hours. There have been terror strikes here in New York and New Jersey as well. During the primary season, there was one or two, and people tended to side with Trump and his tough approach to terror. Could that possibly improve his numbers going forward? Because I know you look at the polls, and Clinton and Trump are about tied when it comes to handling terror.
Yeah, look, it could, because you're absolutely right. During the primaries, it helped Trump because Trump doesn't use diplomatic language. He comes right out and says, we're going to get tough, and then people can interpret that as they wish. When people are angry about terrorist acts, they're likely to turn to a candidate who shares their anger. It doesn't use a diplomatic two-step.
Well, that's a good way to put it. All right, Larry Sabato joining us from the University of Virginia. 10 minutes, he'll be teaching Poli-Sci 101 in that building behind him, so we've got to dismiss him right now. Larry, thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Steve. Appreciate it.